How's it going, everybody? We are back today with part 5 of the 2002 Ford Expedition series. I've been jacking with it a little bit today, and lately it has not been doing the hard start problem that we ended off with in the last video. I thought about taking the injectors out on this side, but as you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff in the way, so I've been dreading doing that. I unplugged the O2 sensor, didn't make a difference, plugged it back in, and after that it started acting right. So maybe it was a dirty connection on the O2 sensor, I don't know. I've got my impact and some of these clamps for like a dryer hose, and we are coming down here to the catalytic converter because in the last episode I had banged on it with a hammer, which in hindsight that was a dumb idea because I probably broke up stuff inside. So now I'm thinking that this heat shield has broken welds on it, maybe. I don't know. So we've got these clamps here, and these may be too big actually, but we're gonna try and tighten them up with the impact and see if the noise goes away. Try that for now. Let me go to the next one. Moment of truth. Let's see if it'll be quiet now. Where's my keys? Oh, it's down here. I still hear something. Not as loud. I need to put this clamp on. I might wait till it cools down because that's kind of locking me out. Are you kidding me? I have to use my code. What is going on with my odometer? Okay, let me take that off. I think that fixed it though. I wait for the converter to cool down a little bit. I figured I would come out here and rub some 400000 steel wool on this bumper and see how it looks. Because it's kind of cloudy, as you can see. So let's try some. And then eventually, I think it's safe to do it on these wheels. I'm gonna look it up first. But they are in dire need of something. So let's try it. Now you can see my reflection in there. Made a huge difference, look at that. Did a little control test, by the way, I'll just show y'all. So here's where I did the steel wool. And here I just used glass cleaner. You can see it's still got all those specks in there, but it's pretty nice over here. So just if y'all were curious. Makes a huge difference. And here's after. I have removed my O2 sensor because I think that my catalytic converter may be clogged. So we're gonna start it and see how it runs. we moved on, or I moved on to the other side now. I couldn't get the O2 sensor out because Ford decided to put it in a weird location. So I just undid the exhaust flange there from the manifold to the exhaust. And I couldn't even get it all the way off, so I don't know if it'll tell me much, but we're about to start it and find out. Still a little shaky. Put it in gear. Seems alright. I don't know. That's floored. Here's a little test run on my wheels here. Shining them up with the same steel wool. Looks a lot better to me. I just increased its market value by 30 bucks. Look at the difference on that. $4 steel wool from Home Depot. And I'm not even done yet. I still got these, the insides to do, but it's getting dark, I can't see. I need to drain out some of this old gas, because I think it's just not diluted enough, and it would, I might as well just get rid of some and then put fresh stuff in. So, I've got the Schrader valve out for the fuel rail, and I've hooked up this hose that goes into here, and it in theory should empty out into here. And then I've got my fuel pump relay jumped 30 and 87, and we're gonna see what'll happen. I hope something happens. Oh shit. I just made a mess everywhere. Look how yellow that is. No wonder why it's running like crap. Hold on a second. Let me fix it. Screw having to use that little tub and then pouring it into there. So I just jacked it up. And we're gonna use this tub here. Hopefully it'll work. Guess y'all can see the stream in there. Not very quick, but oh well. So 7 gallons, well no, 4 or 5 gallons came out of this, and I put 7 gallons back in it. Still runs the same. So I'm wondering if my fuel filter is gummed up or varnished up and is making it still run bad. I don't know. So that's my project for today. If I can find the filter. Let's see. There it is. I'm gonna try and replace that and make a huge mess and see what I can accomplish. Looks pretty old. Alright, that took longer than expected because of those stupid clippy things. But anyway, I have a feeling that this is original. It's not clogged up. There's no like red stuff coming out, but I don't know. Okay, let's see what it does. Got a full tank of gas. Oh, earlier it said 630, but hold on, we'll give it a second. Didn't fix it. So on to the next thing. I took some steel wool and cleaned up the wheels. looks pretty nice. So now I've got my 600 grit sandpaper, and we're gonna see what I can do to these. Here's my before, and here's my after. I'd say they look a whole lot better than they used to. I did a better job on these than I did on the Acadia. This time I just did 600 grit, and then 1000 grit, and then I clear coated. I hope it'll stay that clear. If so, that would be great. And I'm trying to figure out how to use it, and we can figure out why it's running this way. Well, I couldn't get my engine, what's it called, the cylinder balance test on here, but I did get some codes from the self-test. It says lack of O2 sensor, is that bank 2 sensor 2, indicates rich. Of course, this is readiness not complete. EGR flow out of self-test range. And then brake circuit input. My brake lights work though, so I don't know what this is about. Anyway, I didn't really learn all that much, so oh well. But maybe I'll look into that EGR code at least, because I don't think the O2 will affect anything because it's a downstream from the cat. So I showed y'all that it threw a P1408 code for the EGR valve. What was it? Self-test out of range. ChatGPT has told me to unplug the EGR feedback sensor. So there we go. See if it runs any better. If not, I wouldn't be surprised if my EGR valve is stuck halfway open or something though. So it might make it run worse. But in that case, it might tell me something. So far, so good. I mean, slight misfire. Not worried about it. But it also hasn't idled down completely. Okay, now let's go. Feel the air coming out. It's more pronounced. No change. Okay. So it's either not the EGR system or my EGR valve is messed up. God, it's so loud. I put a self-tapper in it, but not doing any favors. Okay, no change. Engine's running. I got the vacuum thing hooked up. It's not showing to be pulling any vacuum right now, but as I pump on it, it'll start to run worse. Take it off. So I think my EGR system is working fine, I guess. I don't know what else to look for at this point. Well, the expedition might be going away today. Got somebody coming to look at it, and we'll see what happens. Well, folks, unfortunately, but fortunately for me, the expedition series has been cut short. Guy came and paid me $1,600 for it. I was asking $2,000. I didn't make a whole lot. My price breakdown here, I'll put that on the screen for y'all if you're interested. I had $627 worth in parts, leaving me with a total invested at $1,127 because I paid $500 for the expedition, and that gives me $473 of profit. So I could buy what, half of a iPhone? Sounds all right. But no, it's the worst I've ever done on a flip, and I hope that I don't have one that bad, but hey, at least I didn't lose money. So in that regard, I'm doing pretty good. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for following along on this series, and there will be more to come. It won't be an expedition, but maybe it'll be one of these things. Thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe, comment, whatever, and I'll catch you next time.